Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. Blue 60. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27th, Stafford got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demaryius Randall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Set, lady. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Chester Rogers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught by Evans. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Nixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It's caught at the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Antonio Gates. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 38, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now it's Mixon running right. Room past the 20. And cuts out right sideline. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Joe Mixon, 91 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that zip. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He completes it to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Play action, it's Tannehill. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the 50, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Check 24, check 24.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check 24, watch 24. Slam, slam, slam. Check. Out, 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 out. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Let's go.
On second and 12, Tannehill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Mixon will try the right side. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Joe Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run here with Mixon. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Denied on 4th down as Joe Mixon. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Hurry up, get set. Get on.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. To throw is Stafford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll actually wind up losing about 10 yards here, but no matter, they've got the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A big play there for the Niners. 64 yards.
First down and goal to go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Running is Jacobs, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2, and most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
52 right here. All day, dog.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready. Get a lady. Get a lady. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
We got this.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set,
the San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know this.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Mixon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even in today's NFL where it's a pass-first league. That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Silver.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To Cooper Cup. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ladies! Check 52 to Mike. Here we go, see? Here I come. Here I come.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Preston Smith there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Two times.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Get ready. 180. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Operating from the gun. Stafford, man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Seahawks on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A very solid gain of 27.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Mixon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Tannehill toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Get it.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped.
Check.
Out.
Check. Joker.
On play action, Tannehill. He's got Evans. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check.
Hard. Hit it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Gates with a grab. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll move the chains. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time, and they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spins past him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to break.
Mine's 50, mine's 50. Exit, exit. Wide, get wide.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. And some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds McKinnon, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. From the gun, Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Purdy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down. Purdy. Being chased out left. 7-7, our score after 1.
Set, ready? 60 yards.
Line 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Line 54. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. He'll get this one complete to Davis. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Bravo.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Ready? 8-3. X3. 218. Chop. 36.
To throw on 3rd down. Purdy. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And finding Davis here, the tight end. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. To throw is Tannehill, and the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch it, come on, switch it. All right, flat.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Back. Under 10, 10. Check, crunch.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. A dump down to McKinnon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Big hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Right there, 54.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Play action, it's Tannehill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Rock it.
Tight. Kill.
Shoot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line.
It's just me and you.
Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And he's got Lockett. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. Third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready, set.
54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the pass.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Bailey's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Come on,
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14. Dan Bailey, the kickoff for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check 43. Let's go.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Here we go. 80 weapons. 60 Pittsburgh. Get it.
On 2nd and 9. Tannehill going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go, D.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
54. Rip left. Set.
Greystone, travel. Ready.
2nd down, McKinnon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch the shift.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2nd and 5. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 11 now, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. Tannehill now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now it's Tannehill. It's complete to Fuller. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hatchet, hatchet. Shoot, shoot.
Ready?
On second down now, McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense. Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On first down, McKinnon. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You're out. Shoot.
Tannehill now to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go on. Hey, exit. Now.
Back to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Minnesota, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Portland Lumberjacks. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go! Set, ready. 30 days, let's go. Get the ball. Pilot, 64, hot.
On first down, Franks. That'll be caught by Rice. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Check.
On second down, Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Reset. 19. And 24.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 55 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, They must like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Franks. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks. Man open. Rice. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Franks looking deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Watson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Watson. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. They'll run on first down. Swift trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Franks to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Greystone travel, Greystone travel. Alpha.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
On 4th down, Franks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Franks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. To throw is Watson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From the 50, it's Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here we go on 4th. Watson able to find Harris, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Here's Watson. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And this is caught by Evans. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Franks. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st and 10, Franks. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Franks, flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Franks. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Single. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. He's got Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as they have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Recon, 132. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
First down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 12 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down. Franks throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. On first down, Franks forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Go.
On third down, Franks. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back to throw. Franks looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 12 yards that time. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he cuts it right. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Mike, is that 24.
After the interception, here's Watson looking for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Franks gets it off to Freeman. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back to throw. Franks, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. 2nd and 11. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On 1st and 10. Franks, now in desperation, and now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
On 1st down, Swift, and some room to roam now. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Right back to him on 1st down. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. To throw on 2nd down. Franks going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Portland, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.